Derek Paris. I'm back for another quarterback conversations. This time at SHG with Cam Brinkman. Cam, how you doing this summer?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. Thank you for taking the time. I know you're a busy guy. So what's the summer been like? How busy have you been? Would you say?
I've been between football and basketball. Both has just been really busy. I haven't had really any free days. Ever since middle of May, we've been practicing for basketball, and then we just got done with our June practices for football. It was like 4 weeks straight, and it's been a lot this month, and definitely kind of ready for a little bit of a break. So.
And that doesn't even factor in all the training that you do outside of school practices and stuff.
Yeah.
How much stuff do you do, and how much will you continue to do in the summer?
I mean, I every week I'm throwing with one of my trainers up in Washington, basically once every week, and sometimes I gotta go up and practice for AAU basketball up in Peoria too, so the drives are a little bit annoying, but it's definitely a lot, and I try and stay as busy as possible. I just don't want to, get in any slack or just basically focus on everything. So.
Are you the type of kid that doesn't like to just sit home and do nothing, or?
No, I tend to just get really crazy when I'm just not doing anything. I don't have anything to do, and I just get bored, and I always have to be doing something.
Are you a video game guy? Do you do that? To
I do.
settle down a little bit?
I do play video games quite a bit. If it's 2K, Madden, MLB The Show, even. So I play a lot of video games when I'm bored and stuff. It just kind of gets me.
I know you're a pretty competitive guy. What's your favorite game? Which game are you best at?
I would say I'm the best at Madden.
Okay.
So, I just feel like I have a little bit of an edge when I play people Madden because I just know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But I would say that's my favorite and best video game.
Do you have a favorite team to play or favorite player?
Well, unfortunately, I'm a Bears fan, so I do like the Bears a lot, but obviously we're kind of not great.
Work in progress.
Work in progress. So hopefully it's better this year. But I would say my favorite player is Josh Allen from the Bills. So I just like the way he plays, and he just runs over people, and I just feel like he doesn't have really any fear when he goes out and plays. So I would say that's my favorite player.
Does anything translate in terms of playing Madden, like learning those plays and stuff, and kind of how you see things as a quarterback?
I would say it actually does. I would say it kind of almost helps a little bit. It's just you can see. I mean, it's a lot easier to see the whole field in Madden than it is in a real game, but I definitely think it helps because it's a lot of the same pass concepts you use in real life, and I think it does help you a lot with just reading defenses and learning how to play.
Talking about kind of watching film and stuff like that as a quarterback, how much have you learned and kind of progressed throughout your high school career, and how comfortable are you kind of watching film now?
Yeah, when I came in even just my freshman year, that's when I kind of first realized how important watching film was, and just knowing, I guess, even before you play an opponent, what they're going to do, and it basically just gives you an edge before you even play your opponent. You just already kind of feel like you're a step ahead. And then obviously it's just as important to watch after the game, learn the mistakes you made, and what you can prepare for better to do next week. So I definitely have learned a lot from just watching film with my coaches and even just by myself at home.
Has there been a moment in a game where you kind of saw the defense and knew what they were going to do, and that clicked for you?
Yeah, I would say that happens pretty much every game. A big play happens because you almost just kind of know what's going on or what the defense is going to do when you line in a certain formation or a certain route. So I definitely think there's at least a couple times every game where you just kind of know what they're going to do and you run that play because that's what's going to be what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's definitely helpful when you have great coaches like we do who are just so good at game planning and they can just come up with anything to beat a defense. So that's really helpful.
Let's compare football to basketball. How much film do you like to watch in basketball, and how much does that help?
Well, basketball, I definitely don't watch nearly as much film.
Yeah.
It's not that, like, it's probably, it's definitely just as helpful, but I don't, basketball is more so, I guess.
It's kind of a feel?
It's kind of more of a feel. Like, once you get into the game, it's all about just settling in and letting the game come to you. And in terms of football, like, if you don't watch any film the week before a game, like, you're not gonna know anything about what the defense is doing. And in terms of basketball, like, you can kind of see how someone's gonna be guarding you, like, right as you get on the court. So I definitely watch a lot more film in terms of football than basketball.
What has the summer been like for basketball for you guys, Cyclones? I know you guys just finished up a road trip north, so kind of give us a summary of the summer so far.
Oh yeah, so we started off, we just played a few games out at Lanphier. They had like a little bit of shootout. We played pretty well in that. And then we went up to Peoria Richwoods the weekend after that. We played pretty well, played a couple close games with some really good teams, and we just, at the beginning of the summer, we had a lot of trouble just winning close games. We needed to, like, figure out almost just how to win.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the summer, we kind of figured it out, won a lot more games. I think out of our last, like, 9 summer games, we only lost 1 of them. So I was a really encouraging summer for the basketball team, and I'm really excited for that this season as well.
After kind of what you guys went through last year, now you lost some seniors, some guys that have played a lot, obviously a transfer, but Coach Allen, I think, is really excited about the future for you guys, and especially the core group. What's special about you guys, and how have you kind of come together?
I think what's special about us is we've all been playing together since freshman year.
Yeah.
And like with most varsity teams, you're not really playing with these guys until your junior, senior year. So I think with just our core group, like, we've all been playing with each other now for 3 years, and we still have 1 more after this year. So we're all juniors, and we got 2 more years of just playing with each other, and it's just all about the chemistry. And you could have 5 all conference players, and if you don't have the team chemistry, it doesn't really matter. So I think it's just all about how long we've been playing with each other.
And you talked about you guys have been playing since you were freshmen, and coaching and the scheduling hasn't made it easy on you in terms of who you guys have played. But also, I feel like that's part of Coach Allen's process. Is he's not going to baby you guys and let you just play cupcake teams. You guys are going to play the Waubonsee Valley and stuff like that. Where last year,
and
you really got tested.
I think the reason he does that is just he wants to see the level we can play at, and when we get to obviously this coming year and then next year. So I think it's just all about showing us what we can be and just giving us the opportunity to play against some of the best teams in the state. Like, you got to take advantage of those opportunities and just learn as much as you can.
How much do you guys now kind of remember the state championship team, and how much did you look up to them? Do you still have kind of some communication with those guys?
I remember coming in my freshman year, going to the summer practices, and like all those guys were still here, and they would just come to practice and like beat the hell out of us, and it was just different. Like, I never like played against that kind of competition before, so it was just different. And I think they still come like a lot sometimes, just come play with us, and it's just really fun to get in competition with those guys, play someone you know is going to be just on the top of their game all the time. And I think that's kind of our inspiration, is like we got to repeat what they did and maybe even do it twice. So they definitely give us a lot of motivation.
Let's switch over to football. Obviously, this is quarterback conversation, so I don't want to just sit here and talk basketball the whole time. But as you took over the quarterback role here, if you look at the names of the SHG quarterbacks of the past, some pretty well-known names.
Mm-hmm.
What is the pressure like to take over as the Cyclone quarterback, knowing that comes with a lot of expectations?
It's a lot, obviously, but I don't really try and look at that. I don't really feel much pressure. I just kind of go out and know that if I stick to what I know and the game plan, that I'm going to be fine. And I'm a big believer that confidence comes from preparation. And if I'm prepared for a game, then I don't really have many nerves or feel any pressure. And I just want to create my own legacy. I don't want to compare it to anybody from the past or, have to constantly be out overachieving to become as good as someone or throw for this many passing yards or touchdowns. It's just all about, I feel like, creating my own legacy.
How much do you feel like you guys, you personally and the team, really settled in and I mean, you guys were pretty darn dangerous at the end of the season, and I feel like, losing to Chatham the way that you guys did, just the games that you played, you guys really learned and grew up quickly and were really, clicking at the right time.
Yeah, obviously the Chatham game was tough, the end of it, to just that obviously Tom.
But just to be in that game,
yeah,
I feel like you guys
we were, I mean, we were down, I think, 24-14 maybe, and scored a couple touchdowns, got the lead, and they went down, and right over there, got a touchdown, and then we had like 40 seconds to go down, and then Tom hit a 50-yarder off the crossbar, which was unbelievable, and then overtime just didn't go our way, and it was a tough game. It was a great high school game. Like, I just enjoyed the environment of that game, and no matter if you win or loss, like, that's about the moment and just enjoying the great game that we had with them. And then we were definitely playing pretty good football by then, and then I think the Rochester game, like, it got away from us early, and we didn't really show up until the second half, but I think it all came together in the week 1 of the playoffs when we played Mahomet. We just kind of, it was like, you don't want your seniors to go out, in the week 1 of the playoffs. So I think there's just a real energy from everybody saying, like, this is it, like, we have to, we have to win this game. And I think that's when it just kind of all came together to show what we could really do.
When you look at the guys that you have coming back and the talent on offense, I mean, how excited are you for the possibility? Just kind of, I know it's a different sport, but guys like Mikey Gresh, who we saw really progress last year, and then he goes and wins the state title, just kind of learning how to win, and now him being back there with you, how much confidence do you have in him, and how much offense is that going to, like, how cool is that going to be?
Mikey's he's a huge competitor. All he wants to do is win. Just like me, so he's got a really big competitive spirit, and he's huge, so he'll run over anyone. And it's great that all those guys went out and won a state championship in baseball, just to kind of see what it takes to get that far in really any sport. So I'm really happy for them, and I was really glad to see that. And I'm just, in terms of offense this year, like, I'm really excited. I think it's just last year we had a bunch of just new guys come in, had to learn everything, and now I feel like we've all been there and know what to expect, and now it's just up to us in order to finish it all and do what we're supposed to do.
As you know by now, a quarterback is nothing without a good center and good offensive line. What's the chemistry like with you guys, and how comfortable are you with the guys protecting you?
I feel like this summer we've made, the guys up front have been really, they've been in the weight room all the time, getting bigger and stronger, and I think we kind of needed, we obviously knew that needed to happen after the Joliet Catholic game, but they've been working all summer long, and from what we've seen this off season, they've been a lot really focused, and they're getting their job done, and I'm really excited to see what they can do this season.
As we look at the summer and what you guys have done football wise, what really has you excited? What do you want to talk about in terms of looking at the fall and how we'll see the Cyclones this season?
I think it's just at the end of the day going to try and win a state championship. at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal we have here at SHG, is just to go and win it all. And our goal, obviously, it's a big deal to beat Rochester, Chatham, Springfield, but at the end of the day, it's about going and winning a state championship. And you don't get trophies for winning regular season games, so it's all about what you do in November. And I think we got to put ourselves in the best position to succeed with the regular season games, but at the end of the day, our goal is to win a state championship.
It's a great way to end it. Thank you for your time, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you.